To the principal, Ms. Rihanna Boshov, members of staff, parents, friends, to the graduates, good morning and congratulations to the Morris Grade 11 class of 2022.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
I would like to thank the organizing committee as well as Morris Devenish School for inviting me to speak to you today. Thank you. I have entitled my speech as Making Tough Choices. We have been given life and the ability to choose. We have no control over which body we are born into, whether male or female, which family we are born into, what shade of skin we are, who becomes our parents. However, the moment we become aware of our existence, we are given the ability to make choices. I'm going to tell you my story of drowning. It is the year 2005. My friends and I are at the Black Sea for our summer holiday. I am in the Black Sea on a gorgeous sunny afternoon, and I am drowning. Jet skis, laughter, swimming, parents calling their children, talks from beachgoers sunbathing, and the voices of my friends talking can all be heard around me. I am drowning in the sounds of these activities. The issue is, how did this happen? For those of you who do not know, Bulgaria, Georgia, Romania, Russia, Turkey, and Ukraine form the borders of the Black Sea. I drowned at the town of Suko on the Russian section. The edges of the Black Sea resemble a jigsaw blade. You could wade through the water for a distance of 50 meters and water only up to your waist, whilst it is 1,000 meters deep just a few meters away. This knowledge was unknown to me. I waded into the Black Sea for 20 meters before diving and going for a swim. When I returned, I assumed I had gone back to the same location, but I had not. I had gone a little bit away from my starting point. In a relaxed fashion, I decided to stand where I thought I had been standing before. In my mind, I was certain that I had not changed my trajectory. That is how I drowned. I had flashes of the news of my drowning being sent to my parents and friends while drowning, as well as flashes of questions. What next? What next? Continued to play on my mind. The decision to live or die. My thoughts were divided between these two possibilities. For a brief moment, a part of my mind chose to give up. I did not accept it was my time to die. I decided to choose life. The moment I chose life, I suddenly gained strength and pushed my head above the water to scream for help. I pushed myself to scream for help 3 times in a row, and eventually, with all my strength gone, I drowned. I drowned. As I screamed for help for the 3rd and final time, a Russian gentleman noticed me and quickly dove into the water at an angle to catch me before I disappeared under the sea. He arrived just in time to get me out. I was alive, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I felt more alive than ever before. I checked around for the Russian gentleman. He was gone. I walked on the beach for several days hoping to find the gentleman, and I did not succeed. Later it occurred to me that he could have been an angel in a Russian gentleman. If it were in Africa, I could still be buying beers until now. What can you learn from my drowning experience? I have derived 4 lessons from that experience. First and foremost, the decisions we make are extremely important. I did not save myself from drowning. All I did was choose to live. My decision to live is what prompted the Russian gentleman to come to my rescue. Ladies and gentlemen, may your choices reflect your hopes and not your fears. Nelson Mandela once said, "We live in a world that is created and governed by energy and matter. That energy is both electrical in the form of impulses and signals and chemical in nature, which are reactions. As an electrical engineer myself, I can attest to this. It is the reason why wireless mobile phones are possible. Every decision or choice we make converts to energy and is transmitted as electrical signals in the air. The Russian gentleman who saved me received my choice signal, which directed his vision to where I was as well as compelled him to act. As a result, you must always remember that your choices will cause electrical impulses in the air to seek assistance or answers. You should approach your decisions with a positive mental attitude because you will receive a response either way. You have probably heard the saying, be careful what you wish for because you will get it. To get a positive response, align your choices to reflect hope and positivity. Second, when I chose to live, I had to make an effort to achieve this by pushing my head out of the water in order to scream for help. Friends, as much as our choices radiate energy, we should still take massive action. Your choices are meaningless unless you take action. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, as the saying goes. This saying simply means that you cannot arrive at your desired destination unless you take action. Your goals and dreams will remain merely that, dreams and goals without action. To be successful in almost any venture, you will need to put in extra effort and hard work. Develop the mindset of working hard and smart. You must cultivate a strong mindset and think through your decisions. Third, I made the decision to leave, but I needed to ask for help to do so. Never forget, ladies and gentlemen, that we exist for one another. Many things, including wealth, are defined by humanity's existence. Other humans are what give things value. Imagine if you had all the gold, diamonds, money, and Ferraris in the world to yourself. What is the worth of owning this wealth if you can't go and shine to your friends? Nothing. Isn't it true that no one can see you shine in your Ferrari? Where would you spend your cash? Nowhere, because there would be no one to provide you a service in exchange for your money. As a result, you must recognize that your existence has value for the entire world. You are valuable. Everyone exists because you exist, which is why you should not be afraid to ask for help. You cannot accomplish everything on your own. If you require assistance, you must simply request it. Ladies and gentlemen, you will have to make difficult life decisions. However, keep in mind that you are not alone. Ask for assistance or guidance and it will be given to you, just as it was given to me. Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. so the Bible says. The fourth and final lesson is that life will always present you with two options: to drink beer or not to drink beer. When I awoke with a terrible hangover one morning, I decided to stop drinking beer. "Dixon, this should be the last time you quit," I told myself, because it was the 7th time. I was afraid to look inside my wallet at the time because I knew such hangovers depleted all of my money. I now take a maximum of 3 glasses of wine occasionally. The two options, to be ordinary or extraordinary. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. Simply add a little extra to your usual efforts. The two options: making fitness a priority or be careless and eat all the chocolate you can find. The two options: to condomize and plan for your future or to have a child without a father. The two options: to drive carefully and live a long life or overspeed your Golf or Audi to more than 200 kilometers per hour and die young. The two options: to become a lawyer or a doctor. Is it simple or easy to make decisions? No. The reality is that things are never simple, since life is not a movie. It's not Netflix, where both a script is given to you and there's no a Control Z or Command Z. The reality is that because of parental rivalry and intervention, your parents are likely to make or to have chosen the majority of your career decisions. Oh, some parents are adjusting their faces. They seem to object to what I'm saying at this point. Madam Principal, when I finish my speech, please send me more security for my safety. Is that career in your mind something you consciously chose to do? What options would you have if your parents weren't allowed to influence you? What interests you? These are the questions you must start to answer yourselves. Parents, please provide guidance, but do not force the graduates into your career plans. Rowan Atkinson, better known as Mr. Bean, graduated from Queen's College with a master's degree in electrical engineering. He discovered acting was his true passion while working on his doctorate. Eventually, he achieved his goal of becoming an actor. When choosing a career, be guided by your enthusiasm and passion. Some are now wondering, how do I make the right choices? Did I always make the best choices? No. I later realized that critical thinking was a skill I could use to make wise judgments. I had two things that helped me make wise choices. One, the gut feeling. Some call it a hunch. This is an intuition or instinct. According to neuroscientists, your gut feeling are a combination of your gut bacteria connecting with your brain directly through blood-borne chemical messengers. Your gut reacts to it. Both bad and good things might happen that you give a gut sense. Your gut microorganisms create a poor taste of the situation when they detect threat. You may make decisions to protect yourself when you practice and learn to read the gut signal. On the plus side, you might meet someone and just feel warmth in your gut. This is also a sign that everything is well and you can continue interacting with a new acquaintance. I became better at interpreting my gut feelings on numerous occasions. Even today, I still use my gut feelings as one of my decision-making tools. It takes time time to learn how to interpret your gut feelings, but with practice, anyone can become an expert. Some of you have experienced having a gut feeling. When something turned out a certain way, you may have even said, "I knew this was going to happen. I felt it." That is your gut feeling. I refer to it as God's voice. To avoid danger or seize an opportunity, all you need to do is learn to act on your gut feeling. Number 2, thinking. Understanding values, benefits, potential problems. I always ask myself, what is the benefit of me doing this? What am I going to gain in terms of value? And what could go wrong? I could quickly run these questions when presented with a choice to make. Imagine your friend drives up to you in a nice new GTI and he is drunk. He invites you for a ride. Running my thoughts and questions though, what is the benefit? Enjoyable ride, yes. There is good music, but what is the value or gain? You could drive past the girl you like maybe, but nothing much at all. What could go wrong? If the driver is drunk, many things could go wrong. Could your life be in danger from a drunk driver? Of course, it will. Should you accept the ride? Definitely not. I would tell my friend, thanks, but no thanks. A simple, quick analysis of the situation can help you make better choices. These are the methods I use to make wise choices. Thinking, ladies and gentlemen, is not as simple as it seems. When you learn to think, you will make better choices. Allow me to recommend a fascinating book written by Edward de Bono called The 6 Thinking Hats. This book will help you learn how to think in an organized way. I wish to encourage you to make more individual decisions rather than to follow the crowd. Just because everyone is doing it does not make it right. In conclusion, your present decisions will affect your future. Consider every decision you make carefully and think before you act. Congratulations again, and you have the entire globe to discover and enjoy. God bless you all. Thank you very much. My dear friends, thank you for watching this channel. Subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you. Have a good day.